Hey everyone, welcome back to Top 10 on Everything. Before we get started, I need to give you a quick disclaimer. Viewer discretion is advised. The content in this video might be difficult for some viewers to watch, as we're going to be talking about some of the most devastating disasters of the last decade, events that caused immense suffering and loss. It's important to remember that these aren't just statistics or events on a timeline. These disasters profoundly impacted the lives of millions of people around the world. They serve as stark reminders of the power of nature and the importance of resilience in the face of tragedy. Today, we're counting down the top 10 worst disasters from 2010 to 2019. From earthquakes and tsunamis to epidemics and wildfires. This list is a sobering reminder of the challenges humanity has faced, but it's also a testament to our capacity for compassion, as we'll see stories of incredible resilience, selflessness, and hope. So let's take a deep breath and delve into this difficult but important topic. Remember, by understanding the past, we can better prepare for the future and work towards a safer world. Number 10, the 2010 Haiti earthquake. It was a seemingly ordinary Tuesday afternoon when the earth beneath Port-au-Prince, Haiti, began to shake with a ferocity that no one could have anticipated. A magnitude 7.0 earthquake ripped through the island nation, leaving a trail of unimaginable destruction in its wake. Buildings crumbled, homes were reduced to rubble, and the streets were filled with the injured and the dying. The earthquake's epicenter, a mere 16 miles from the capital city, amplified the devastation. The official death toll, a staggering 316,000, only begins to paint a picture of the human cost of this tragedy. Hundreds of thousands more were injured, and over 1 million people were left homeless. The world watched in horror as images of the devastation emerged. But amid the rubble and despair, stories of resilience and hope began to surface. International aid poured into Haiti, with organizations and individuals mobilizing to provide food, water, medical supplies and shelter. Rescue teams worked tirelessly, searching for survivors trapped beneath the debris. The Haitian people displayed remarkable strength and resilience. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing what little food and water they had and working together to clear rubble and rebuild their shattered communities. However, the road to recovery was long and arduous. The earthquake had crippled Haiti's already fragile infrastructure, leaving hospitals overwhelmed, roads impassable, and communication networks down. The lack of basic sanitation and the sheer number of displaced people created a breeding ground for disease. Despite the immense challenges, the Haitian people, with the support of the international community, began the long and arduous task of rebuilding their lives and their nation. The 2010 Haiti earthquake serves as a stark reminder of the devastating power of nature and the importance of global solidarity in the face of such tragedies. Number 9, the 2011 Tōhoku earthquake and tsunami. A colossal earthquake, the most powerful ever recorded in Japan, erupted off the coast of Honshu. Registering a magnitude 9.0, it unleashed catastrophic events. The seabed displacement generated monstrous tsunami waves. Waves over 130 feet surged towards Japan's northeastern coast. Coastal towns were swallowed whole, sweeping away everything in their path. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant was severely damaged, leading to meltdowns. The nuclear disaster forced the evacuation of hundreds of thousands. The official death toll exceeded 15,000, with thousands more missing. The economic cost was estimated to be hundreds of billions of dollars. The disaster highlighted the importance of preparedness and robust infrastructure. Number 8, Typhoon Haiyan, also known in the Philippines as Super Typhoon Yolanda. In 2013, Typhoon Haiyan, one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever recorded, slammed into the Philippines. Winds over 195 miles per hour, and the storm surge, a wall of water some 20 feet high, crashing into coastlines. Homes, businesses, schools, entire communities just gone. Amidst the devastation, stories of resilience and hope emerged. Aid poured in from all over the world. The Filipino people began the slow and painful process of rebuilding their lives. Number 7, The Western African Ebola outbreak from 2013 to 2016. Sometimes disasters unfold slowly, silently, like a creeping shadow. That's what happened between December of 2013 to June of 2016 with the Ebola outbreak in West Africa. Ebola is a terrifying virus and should never be ignored. It causes a hemorrhagic fever, basically meaning you bleed internally. The fatality rate is incredibly high, and at the time there were no effective treatments or vaccines. It's the kind of thing that keeps epidemiologists up at night. The outbreak began in Guinea and quickly spread to Liberia and Sierra Leone, three countries already struggling with poverty, weak healthcare systems, and the aftermath of civil wars. The virus ripped through communities, overwhelming hospitals and clinics. Fear and misinformation spread even faster than the disease itself. People were afraid to seek treatment, afraid to care for the sick. It was a perfect storm, a recipe for a public health crisis of unprecedented proportions. The Ebola outbreak was a wake-up call for the global community. It exposed the vulnerabilities in global health security and the devastating consequences of neglecting public health infrastructure, especially in low-income countries. The World Health Organization, along with other international organizations and governments, mobilized resources to combat the outbreak. Healthcare workers, many of whom were volunteers, risked their lives to treat the sick and contain the spread of the virus. It was a long and difficult fight, but slowly, painstakingly, the tide began to turn. The development of experimental treatments and vaccines provided a glimmer of hope. Public health measures like contact tracing and isolation began to show results. The outbreak was finally declared over in 2016, but not without a staggering human toll. Over 11,000 people lost their lives. It was a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of infectious diseases and the importance of global health cooperation. Number 6, the Nepal earthquake in April 2015. A magnitude 7.8 earthquake, the worst to hit the region in over 80 years, ripped through the country, forever changing its landscape and the lives of its people. Imagine this. You're going about your day, maybe walking through the ancient streets of Kathmandu, surrounded by these beautiful temples and palaces, and suddenly the ground beneath you starts to shake violently. Buildings crumble, dust fills the air, and panic sets in. That was the reality for millions of Nepalese people. The earthquake and the powerful aftershocks that followed turned homes, schools, and hospitals into rubble. UNESCO World Heritage sites, some centuries old, were reduced to dust. It was a disaster on an unimaginable scale. The death toll climbed past 9,000, with tens of thousands injured. Entire villages were flattened, and the already challenging terrain of the Himalayas made rescue and relief efforts incredibly difficult. The 2015 Nepal earthquake was a stark reminder of the awesome power of nature and the vulnerability of human life. But amidst the devastation, there were incredible stories of resilience, compassion, and the unyielding human spirit. People, even those who had lost everything, dug through the rubble with their bare hands to rescue their neighbors. International aid organizations rushed in, providing medical care, shelter, and supplies. The road to recovery was long and arduous. Rebuilding homes, schools, and infrastructure in a mountainous region prone to earthquakes was a monumental task. But the Nepalese people, known for their strength and determination, refused to be defeated. Years later, Nepal is still rebuilding, still recovering from the physical and emotional scars of that fateful day. But the spirit of the Nepalese people, their resilience in the face of adversity, is a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. Number 5, Hurricane Maria. This was a Category 5 monster, the strongest storm to hit Puerto Rico in nearly a century. It slammed into the island with winds nearing 180 miles per hour. This was a full-blown humanitarian crisis unfolding in real time. The island was devastated, its infrastructure crippled. The slow and inadequate response from the US government added to the suffering. The road to recovery was long and arduous, but beyond the numbers, there were countless stories of resilience. It's a story that reminds us of the importance of disaster preparedness. And it's a story that reminds us of the very real threat of climate change. Number 4, the Northern California Camp Fire in 2018. Camp Fire is a name that is greatly associated to California's most destructive and deadliest wildfires in the state's history. It began on November 8th, fueled by dry conditions and strong winds. What started as a spark quickly transformed into a raging inferno, tearing through the town of Paradise with terrifying speed. The fire moved so fast that many residents barely had time to escape. The sky choked with smoke, the air thick with the smell of burning pine. The fire consumed everything in its path: homes, businesses, schools, a stark reminder of the devastating power of nature unleashed. By the time the campfire was finally contained, it had burned through over 150,000 acres, destroyed nearly 19,000 structures, and claimed the lives of 85 people, making it the deadliest wildfire in California's history. Number 3, the 2019 Amazon rainforest fires. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the Earth, plays a crucial role in regulating the planet's climate. For more than 3 full quarters of 2019, unprecedented fires raged through the Amazon, a stark reminder of our planet's fragility. Thick plumes of smoke were visible from space. These fires were largely human-caused, driven by deforestation and land clearing. The fires sparked global outrage and protests, demanding action to protect this irreplaceable treasure. The Amazon is a vital part of our planet's life support system. The 2019 fires highlighted the urgent need for collective action to safeguard our planet. Number 2, the Australian bushfire season, or Black Summer, from 2019 to 2020. Now, despite this ending in 2020, it started in June 2019 when Australia began to experience some of the most intense bushfires. Australia is huge. For bushfires to impact a country this size is terrifying. In late 2019, bushfires ignited across southeastern Australia. By January 2020, it was a full-blown crisis. Millions of acres burned, skies choked with smoke, and apocalyptic images filled the news. Fires burned through biologically diverse regions. Billions of animals were affected. The bushfires were a wake-up call, highlighting the urgent need to address climate change. Number 1, the COVID-19 pandemic. What started as an outbreak in December 2019 turned into a shocking global event in the 2020s. It felt surreal, like something out of a movie. It started in Wuhan, China, and spread rapidly. Viruses don't care about borders. The world went from business as usual to lockdown. It reshaped our lives with social distancing and Zoom calls. Hospitals were overwhelmed, and the death toll climbed. The pandemic exposed and worsened inequalities. But we also saw resilience, compassion, and innovation. And now you've seen 10 of the worst disasters of 2010 to 2019. From earthquakes and tsunamis to hurricanes, fires, and a global pandemic, we've seen a lot. And it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The world can sometimes feel like a very fragile and uncertain place, but here's the thing. Even in the face of unimaginable loss and suffering, we also see the very best of humanity. We see first responders risking their lives to save others. We see communities coming together to support one another, and we see scientists and researchers working tirelessly to find solutions. These disasters remind us of the fragility of life, for sure, but they also remind us of our shared humanity and the importance of preparedness, resilience, and global cooperation. Do not worry, as we are all in this together. So stay safe, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And hey, if you found this video even remotely informative, please do like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe to Top 10 on Everything for more videos like this. Until next time, be safe, be happy, and never give up on hope for everyone's safety and survival.